I have a problem with this like 11 this little you can see it looks almost like a pillow puff or something right in here. It just I did you know what I didn't really notice it was a lot, but I realized that sometimes I don't know what it is. 811 crew, we are back. Jason Turner and my man
Ulysses Slugger Glenn. I'm still here.
Sluggerific is what I call him. We are happy to be back in the studio, 811 crew. And you know what? We last time talked about sitcoms. We talked about television things. These things are in our outside world, right? We see that in our outside world.
I also realized I wasn't a millennial.
Yeah, right. You are Generation X. But today we're going to talk about something. We're going to be moving towards, I think, talking about really self-improvement. And really, there's a lot of ways we can improve, right? You can improve emotionally. You can improve, from a spiritual standpoint. You can improve yourself financially. But a lot of those things are out of our control, right? But one thing that is directly in our control is how we look and feel physically. How can we make, or how do we look? How can we feel? A lot of times, I feel like over 50, we've been living with being either, whatever these things are. Like, I might not like that I'm going bald, that my hair is in total recession. I might like, whatever, anything physical, plastic surgery even. I mean, are there things that we want to do or that people want to do or change now that 50s? You might have the financial ability to augment yourself. What do you think about changing yourself physically or being all you can be?
I think it's fine for people to change themselves, to improve on what they have. What is weird is when you don't recognize the person anymore.
Oh boy, like Nene.
Right.
Like Nene. Lord have mercy.
No,
like she's a different person.
I know some people. I'm like, whoa. Like even like you can't just like if you just can't like if I see like on Facebook, people have filters on Facebook that I'm like I don't even know who this person is.
Right. Stop it. Like stop it.
Like there's a person I know. I'm like, is that really like? I have to look at the name, look at the other people like that is her.
Right.
They have literally the things that they have to enhance every.
But don't you think a lot of times it could be like tattoos? Like I don't have any tattoos, but I feel like that people who have tattoos, I've heard that people get one tattoo and then you want more tattoos, etc.
No,
what do you think?
I have one tattoo, but it's very meaningful. I don't like when people are tatted out or up on their necks and their face and everything.
What if that's meaningful to them?
Okay, well, you still have.
What if you always wanted a forehead tattoo?
Like I would like.
What does that mean to Mike Tyson?
I actually want to get a tattoo, but I have a job, and I think they would. I want to actually get like a pair of lips.
Stop it!
On your neck?
Come on,
yeah, I think those are so cool. Oh, like the lips on your neck.
They wouldn't let you back into the Twinsburg Association meeting with that, though.
But his parents wouldn't let him back in the house.
Oh my God!
But I think that's the coolest tattoo. Like to have a pair like a pair of lips. Like yeah, that's cool.
They would be like, "Have you seen Ulysses?"
What is that? Like somebody. Like someone kissed you, you're like, oh, I didn't rub it off.
Yeah, like I think that would be a cool tattoo.
But can I just ask you one question real quick about your tattoo? I mean, we're not going to put it all on display, but you said it's something very personal. You just wonder many times, does the tattoo artist have a bunch of signs on the wall and you could be like generous,
No.
This means thy future will be great.
No, when people have the Chinese writing. Like,
right. How do you know what that really says? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You better go down to Chinatown, order some food, and be like, could you please tell me if this really says what it says? Because
you
don't know?
You never see Chinese people with Chinese tattoos on.
Oh, wow. I mean, I don't know about that. Are you saying, Ulysses, that you know about Chinese tattoo culture?
No, but I've walked past people and looked like, wow, I never see Chinese people with
How
Chinese
you know
words.
they were Chinese versus Vietnamese?
You
can tell that?
There's certain things you can tell.
Okay. We're not gonna.
You might be getting past my expertise on that, but I do know for a fact. I do feel like you can tell. It's very easy to tell the difference between Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, all those things if you know what you're looking for. But you can't tell whether a black person is from South Carolina or D.C., Maryland, or Virginia.
And you also can't necessarily tell a black person's age because
black stuff might.
No, some of them crack. Let's not.
It crease, but it don't crack.
No, there's some that have crumbled.
Right.
Like you're like, really, we're the same age.
Right.
Wow. Either I'm like something went wrong here, and something is wrong either in your life or my life.
Or the water that you drank.
The drink or lack of water.
I do go home to Michigan, and people they look a lot older and they're heavier.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I can look at both of y'all and tell that y'all are both Bamas. Because I'm from D.C. and I can look at both of y'all. See, black folk are a lot easier to tell
uses
than
the
Asians.
word?
You all, I can look at both of y'all and tell y'all.
Bama?
You're
that-
a Bama if
yeah.
you use the word Bama.
Absolutely, I'm a D.C. Bama.
Yes, you
Absolutely,
are
and
Bama.
that's why I know some Ohio and Michigan Bamas. Yes,
no,
we're gonna
Bama's-
move on from that. We're gonna move on. Don't talk.
But
You're
I
not
will-
from the area, so you can't even
But
use
what
the
I
word
will
Bama
say
really well.
is that being from the Midwest, people do tend to be heavier. And I think the two coasts, the East Coast, West Coast, are more, your physical attributes play more into it. I think in
But
the Midwest.
do you see an aspiration for people to change their physical appearance in the Midwest versus the East? Is it more important?
Well, you know what I think it is? I think it's because it's colder longer, and because it's colder, you need to, like, the environment, you need to have more weight on, because I have actually studied this.
Yeah, where people
there's-
gain weight in the
And
winter.
there's like meat, there's a lot more meat and potatoes and hearty stews because it's cold, and that's the stuff you eat. On the coast, you don't have those extreme weathers, and so that's why I think people eat lighter. And it's light. It's outside. It's lighter, so you're outside a lot more. People at home are not outside.
They're
as
not
much as I am.
also, no.
No, they're not riding 30 miles, 50 miles a day like you are.
Well, you know what I mean? Well, that's an opportunity for them in the Midwest then, right?
Well, it's snow. I mean, realize right now, it's, in Cleveland, summer's over.
Yeah, it could snow any day.
Yeah,
in
any day,
Michigan.
like in October.
Are
it's-
these all reasons why you Midwest Bamas came to the East Coast and
I
to
came here
Washington,
for-
D.C.? Aren't y'all
I
happy to
came
be
for a
here?
job.
I came for a job.
Okay, and you stayed and you're happy that you're here.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. You haven't lived here your entire life.
Right, you act like you
you
are
act
born
like
in. You are not born
you're
here,
not-
dude.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what though.
You told us you were born in some other country and then you lived in
I feel
Atlanta,
like, but I
Miami.
feel like that
You're like
my improvement happened from being in Washington D.C., being in the nation's capital. We have the diversity of people that are here.
All right,
You know,
But okay,
you're
so
not
we
a
were
DC
talking about
Bama.
if you were changing something about yourself, though.
if I were changing something
Or improving
something about myself, I gotta tell you this. This is gonna be vain, but it is something physical, right? I have a problem with this, like 11. This little, you can see it looks almost like a pillow puff or something right in here. It just, I didn't really notice it a lot, but I realized
pillow-
that
what's a
sometimes
pillow puff?
I don't know
I don't
what
know.
it is, but all
That's
I'm
like a
saying,
DC
I don't
Bama
like
word.
it.
That's
That is sound like a
that's-
DC
that's-
Bama
that's a
word. I
DC
will call
Bama
some
word.
Bamas on
That's a
myself.
DC
Yes,
Bama word.
but all I know is when sometimes when I'm listening or looking, it can seem like I have some concern about something,
Oh,
even though I'm not at all. So, and then these lines right up here. So I'm not gonna lie, I've never dyed, poked, nothing. I've never had Botox or anything. But at the age of 53, I would definitely consider some sort of cosmetic enhancement on my face.
We should find somebody to give you some Botox. Let's do
We
some
should do
Botox.
that.
You know what? I would be down to do. You know what? I would be down to do that because I am curious what I would look like if I was over something like this, or whatever. And they said it'll go back.
But
Like if
both-
I got the Botox and look crazy, and y'all both were like crazy, apparently maybe I could do 4 episodes and then we go
And
back.
you'll have if you see an episode where Jason's eyebrow is raised,
But
the Botox is still.
I always.
But I'm trying to be all I can be though.
People
I would
always
have
go too far.
self-improved.
What would I improve? I want to be taller.
You're already
Want to be a
tall. How
taller?
tall are
Want to
you?
be a baller?
I'm like 6'1", but I would want to be like 6'4".
No, you're taller than 6'1".
No, I want. I don't
like
know.
this.
I think you're taller than
No,
6'1".
I'm 6.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
6'1"
How
and a
tall
half.
are you?
I feel like I'm 6'3", maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than last year, but still a unique
I
figure.
would definitely want to be taller.
I
I
want-
want taller and like longer legs and a longer torso.
I want to be like 6'5". Like 6'5" would be perfect.
I think. I mean, my son is 6'5", and he's tall as a mug. I mean,
Like I want to be
He's
Jacob's
tall.
height. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
But
He's
for
a
a
big
woman,
boy.
that's not great. For a woman my height, because at 6, I used to have a boyfriend 6'8".
6'8".
Standing next to you, what's
Okay.
like right.
Right.
He's standing there and I'm standing
but you don't
here.
have. But the thing
That's
is,
why you want it.
But the thing is, you're right. You can stand. He can still be standing up, and you can stand
Okay,
up.
let's okay.
But then when it go horizontal though.
Okay,
never mind.
all right,
We
all right,
digress.
let's
We
change that
digress.
subject.
We digress. But you know
You
what
really
though?
seriously height?
I want to be like 6'5". Like 6'5". What else would I change?
You want fake contacts, don't you?
Fake contacts.
Isn't that what they do in Ohio? They do that in Ohio, Michigan.
I have perfect vision.
I know, but I thought you might want the green eyes or something.
Oh, no.
You know, like Smokey Robinson or something.
No, that's Detroit. That's more or less a Detroit thing. No.
What about the Jerry curl you used to have? Do you want to bring that back?
I never had a Jerry curl.
Never had a Jerry curl.
I swear to God, never.
You never had a carefree curl.
Never. Kitty kid.
There was never one in your house, or you didn't have one?
We were not allowed. My parents ran a very strict
So
house.
Jerry curls were banned in your house too?
Oh, yeah.
Did
and
you
why?
even have-
Why though?
What did my mother? She probably.
It's a Baltimore thing.
No, she just said no one needs to have curls and earrings. We just. I don't have my ears not pierced either.
Yeah, my ears aren't pierced either.
Oh wow! A man with a bald head and pierced ears. I'm telling you.
No, I have a brand. I have two brands.
Yeah, I have a brand too.
I don't care.
You can burn me with a hot poker.
Yeah, but you can't
I'm telling
get
you, a bald
tattoos.
head and like two little tiny little hoops. Woo, that's sexy.
We're similar in that way. You can burn us with a hot poker, but no tattoos or no piercings.
No piercings.
Yeah.
First of
That
all,
sounds kind of crazy. I
It
think.
sounds
Yeah,
extremely.
it does.
You rather somebody can come to you with a hot poker,
And burn my flesh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I have two of them. One on my leg.
but you're not gonna have somebody go peek.
No.
Nope.
No, not at all.
First of all, at the time, since I now realize I'm not a millennial, during Generation X time, people getting a job as a man, especially as a black man, you couldn't wear an earring. You barely could wear a mustache. I remember when I first got out.
What?
When I first got out of college, I remember somebody even saying, "Man, you should shave your mustache." I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
and things were so much more stringent
Structured,
back then
yeah.
too. Like for instance, when you had it was a very fine line wearing an earring, whether what ear you could wear it
Oh,
in.
yeah, left ear, right
left ear or
ear.
right. I can't remember what side you was.
Right ear was yeah.
Right ear
Yeah.
was
Like now,
Now everybody
but
has them in both ears. Guys have them in both
they
ears.
have earrings on right
And
here. You're like,
I think Delmar got a nose ring over here. We're in one of our millennials room. He got the
Yeah,
nose ring.
My
you know
nephew
what I'm
has
Oh,
saying?
my daughter
You don't-
has a nose
Yeah.
ring.
Right,
Yeah.
Delmar, do you have a man purse too? Anyway, no, I don't want. I mean, your nose ring. I don't know. Sometimes.
No, but everything is. So I even remember when I got my brand, they made sure our brands were high enough up so that when we went to work, we had to wore short sleeve shirts at work or a company picnic that your brand didn't stick out. And now you see people at work with a whole sleeve of a tattoo.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's crazy. And
you're
then-
like-
yeah. Well, can I ask you this now? What about baldness? I got to tell you now. I feel a certain type of way about my hair. I'm okay with the fact that my hair is going back, but like right now, I'm gonna show the audience here because right now, if you look at my hair right here, it's like an island, but
It's like
a
Florida.
strip. It's a peninsula right now, but it's a little strip. It's
about to be an island.
Right, it's about to be an island. It's going to be like
Okay,
an
so
iceberg.
so let
It's
me
gonna
ask
break
you,
away.
why don't you just you're almost shaved now?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
bald is in.
Well, I
Women
do take
like
it down all the way, but I mean, my hair still does grow back. So
Right.
so there's kind of like a back and forth of you
yeah,
just
but
keep it all shaved or
most
show
bald
some
men's
hair.
hair grows back at some point.
Yeah, but you got to know the fine line. Like right now, like what you don't want to be, in my opinion, you don't want to be that dude that you trying to look in the mirror and figure out if nobody else can see that your hair is gone. Like LeBron James. Somebody needs
if
to
you do
tweet
that, you just
LeBron and
need
tell
to
him to
shave
stop.
Like I have, is it this side or this? I have a ball. I think it's right here.
Okay.
So I have that. It's a spot.
Wait, turn
It's
to the other
You
side.
got like 3 spots up there. Though,
Now
for
turn to
real,
the other
though.
side.
Yeah, you got a couple.
They look even to me. So
Right.
No, there's one. Or
There's
this is
one there.
and there's one on the other
There's
side.
one
There's one
side.
there.
And
So
there's
there's
one,
one
spot
and
on
there's
both
one
sides.
developing back there too that I
No,
can see.
it'll grow,
It's
like-
coming off Cape Verde like a
because-
hurricane.
Because
Like, that
last
joint is
what
coming. I
was,
see
what
one
was it?
developing.
During COVID, I grew my hair out, so I know
Right.
after a while it will grow.
It will. And I've grown out, too.
It'll
It can
grow.
grow out.
The rest of it will grow.
What do you think about going all the way bald? You're not scared of going all the way bald. I think a lot of folks are concerned about what their head looks like.
We have some
when they're
friends.
bald.
We have some
Ooh,
friends we
yeah.
should talk to.
That
we
need to just go ahead on and let it go.
Yeah.
So this is from the female view.
Mm-hmm.
When you see a guy and he has that hairline that goes all the way back, like your uncles did,
Okay.
Yeah.
all the way back there, we don't like that.
What do you mean hairline? You mean your
your
hairline?
hair. I mean,
has-
not your hairline,
Wait a
but
minute.
you have your hair. Like
It's just right here, like George
Oh,
Jefferson.
it's just down low.
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
and
you
you look
need
at
to let
them
that go.
and then sometimes they'll have that one spot
That
right
one-
there.
oh, yeah,
Oh.
that's
and you
where
have all,
see.
and you're like,
Yeah.
dude, that's so like if you just you're basically bald now. Just
Right.
shave
But
it.
it's
and
usually-
Right.
It's usually-
See, I'm headed to that spot, but that is not going to be me.
It's usually dudes who had like wavy hair, like their hair was
Oh, I
their
feel
thing.
sorry for those guys.
Because their
if you
hair
had a
was-
wavy hair, come on.
Yeah, that was their thing back in the 80s when they were like, in the 80s when they were,
Then
Phil
Michael Jordan came in, bald.
Right.
They still waiting to come for that to come back.
They're waiting.
Wait.
They're waiting for Albie Shore to come back and stop. Albie Shore.
Yo, I think we might have to take a little break on that. 811 crew, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
811 crew, we are back, and this conversation is funny about this hair.
Hilarious.
We're going to get back to this hair conversation,
hair
but
thing.
first, we're going to get some millennial education.
And it's not coming from me.
Right. It's coming from Carmen. Carmen from the people.
Carmen is here.
Yeah, I am.
That millennial knowledge.
Yeah, so we, it's millennial knowledge.
So we had to
Oh,
go.
it's millennial knowledge. So, okay, we have to go back to our poll question. If you could change or improve one thing about yourself, what would it be? So, Carmen, what is the street saying?
So the streets gave us some interesting things. I think it's pretty cool. Dope. Someone said they would change their double chin.
Okay.
Okay.
There are ways to do that.
Okay,
There are ways.
right.
Yeah. Someone said they wanted to be taller. They do knee
That's me.
surgeries now.
I wish
They
I
would-
was a little bit taller. I wish I
little
was a
bit
baller.
Shut.
I would call it. I
If
thought
I
y'all
had
were
a girl
gonna.
who looked good, I would call her.
Yeah.
Oh, you all missed us rapping this weekend. We were rapping. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then someone said they wanted an afro.
Afro.
Is that someone that was bald wanted the afro? Did one of y'all want the afro?
No, I had an afro
It's
before.
okay if you want the afro and you can't.
No, I've
retain it.
had an afro. I had the Gumby. I had the box.
the
I
Yeah,
had-
we had back in the day.
Oh, I had-
Everybody
Is
had
that
a
the
high
Gumby or is that
top.
the kid?
No, I had the
kid and play?
the Gumby where like the ramp thing.
Oh, from
Yeah, I had a
the
Gumby
Yeah.
too, and sometimes it went. Mine just went straight up like this.
What
Other
year
people
was
tipped it to
that?
the
I
side.
think I
This is
missed-
the 80s. This is the 80s.
90s? No,
man.
90s.
No,
Late
no, it
80s,
was-
early 90s.
It had to be 90s because I
Late
was
90s.
not in the.
But mugs were
I was-
clean. Their fades were nice.
I had nice, oh yeah, my hair was everything.
Right now, but this brings me to a pretty important question. What happens, like when you talk about self-improvement? Now, I know a lot of brothers, and probably women too. I mean, because pattern baldness is not just a male
it's
thing.
for
That can be
real.
male. That's unisex. But I think that it can be particularly damaging to some brothers that I can think of that can remain nameless. And a lot of these dudes were like them Albie Shore,
Sure,
curly-haired
yeah.
mugs. They was
Oh,
winning.
like Genuine.
Oh, they was winning in the 80s and
Genuine.
90s.
Y'all had Albie Shore.
Even
we
now.
had Genuine.
Oh, Genuine. I'm talking about a straight curly hair, straight hair mug, and but hey, now
The
and then
barge.
you had that your whole life, and then you lose it,
Oh man.
and then you're fighting the loss
And you're
of
looking at them like,
Oh,
I know
just-
somebody that lost it at like 21.
wow, 21 is that? It's
21.
better if you lose it at 21.
It
he
has to be, yeah.
It has to be.
he probably, they usually get married quickly too. They're
But
like,
but,
"I
but
gotta
they
get
lost
married."
it at like 21, and then they tried to do the I'm not going to because balding wasn't big back then,
Oh.
and so they looked really old in all their pictures until they were older and shaved their head and were bald, and then they look hot.
Yeah.
The
I'm
thing-
telling you.
So do you
bald
say?
is-
So do you say something to your friend when you can see his thoughts?
Yes.
You see his domicile.
You're
They say.
like, I think you should cut those 5 hairs off.
Right.
If you're a
Right.
true friend, yes.
Yes.
Right.
But let me ask you this question: what if you've said something to them and they're like, I literally have said something to a friend of
Then
mine.
you know what? Then you know
Tell
what?
them to watch
Hopefully,
this episode.
no. Hopefully they are. No. Hopefully they're happily married.
There.
That see. There you
Well,
go.
if
So
they
then they
like
don't
it,
care.
then
And if
okay.
if your partner like it and you
All
don't
right.
care, you just get your baggy pants, your 3/4 zip, and your hairline. That's all. You good? Hey, I'm with you. If you happy, you like it. I love it.
She probably got to set up like that so don't nobody want him.
Oh, what you did. And if
You
that
are-
brother did go bald, his wife might be like, "Now what you think you doing? Okay, now what you
You
trying
all
to do?
have
What you
no
trying
What
to
you
do?
trying to get fined for?
Right.
Stay
Got a
ugly.
haircut and an ear piercing? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
Oh,
Hold on, Ronald.
That's when you need to really check
hold
on
on.
what
Wait,
he's doing in his
right,
workout.
Right. Did he? Right. Did he buy his new underwear?
I was going to say the underwear is a,
Right.
a classic sign.
And are you in pictures in Facebook with your wife at that point? Yeah, right,
You're not no more pictures of the wife, just the kids.
Miss Carmen, you know what I think is interesting? No one said they wish they were skinnier.
Yeah.
That's-
No.
Don't y'all think is that
Does
is
make
that
people-
because of COVID? People are
I
just like
think
they got in
pe-
shape, or people are fat and happy with it. Like
I actually think people, you have that group of people who are always, I'm going to lose weight, but I don't think they really do. I think it's something for them to say versus for them to do, because there's all type of things you can do. I mean, when you go to the store, you can park at the end of the parking lot and walk.
I mean, but nobody does that.
I do.
I do sometimes.
You do?
Yeah, to get my step.
I'm trying to park as close. I mean, I
trying to get my
digress. But
steps
steps. I get my steps in and everything. So, and your car is less likely to get hit by a cart or something like that. See, that's living in the Midwest. See, you know these
that's
things.
very good.
But yeah. I guess people aren't really going to say, "Oh, I want to be thinner." I would,
You said they're not going to say?
they're not going to really say that.
You know what? I've decided too that I want to get braces because my teeth is on the move. You know what? My main thing, yes, because I can't bite my nails the same way. Damn it! I be trying to bite a nail and I gotta like turn my head a different way to get to that nail. I'm sorry, that's what.
How long have you been biting your nails? Like,
I mean, that's something. Okay, listen. I want if I can prove I want to stop that. In fact. That's it, darn it. I want to stop biting my nails.
You should put they put
an
stuff on what they do on kids.
You know about bad nail
they
repair
put
too.
They put like Band-Aids or something to stop kids.
It's not.
I'm
not sucking like thumbs.
No,
like,
something.
Okay, all right,
I was just going to say, we were just...
hot sauce.
It's hot
You know what I'm
sauce.
saying?
Tie their hands
And I don't have a
something-
fungal problem either. Okay,
I'm gonna say vinegar, maybe.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
do something so you
Hot
know.
sauce.
Lee, press on.
You should get press on
No,
nails.
we don't need to do it.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
So anyway.
I'm gonna buy you
No,
some.
but I do think I want
I'm gonna
braces.
get you like
And a lot of
coffee
people-
nails.
Well, here's the thing. Over
You want to
50,
buy my braces? I need some braces.
over 50, your
They're
teeth
cheaper now.
shift.
My stuff is shifted.
And
Mine
I
don't.
think they need to have dental health care for people over 50 that's at a higher rate, because all your stuff that you got in your 20s, they say, oh, it lasts 20 years. Well,
Nah.
guess what? I'm over 50, so that stuff is out the door now.
Wow.
Mine
Yeah.
haven't shifted. But
Well,
I
that's
have a
'cause you have the permanent
I have the permanent
retainer.
retainer.
But then, of course, you can take both of yours out every night. So,
No,
we can't.
my teeth are mine.
Okay. I mean, they yours because you own them, right? See how perfect them things is.
Oh, just like the hair that I bought this is my hair.
Period.
No, these are-
Right. You
Period.
bought them teeth. They're perfectly shaped.
They're
I bought
They
this
are
hair. It's
perfect,
mine.
right.
My parents
good.
have perfect. My parents have nice teeth.
Very true. I've never even had a cavity or braces.
So, but that does not mean that you brush your teeth better or more than me. Because
No,
my
it
brother
doesn't.
never had cavities or
Nah,
braces.
just
And-
you have yuck mouth.
No, it's hygiene. Some people's mouths are.
Some people's mouths have acidophilus bacteria more.
here we go
again.
And some of them don't.
Oh.
Here comes the UVA education.
Here
Now,
comes
but
the-
I'm not going.
Here
I
comes
digress.
Here comes his 4-syllable word.
Hey, man.
Here we go.
I'm just telling you.
You
some
did
people,
good on the SATs.
Some people came back. Some people were in. Some people took AP microbiology and some didn't. That's right. Absolutely.
I had a real major.
Oh, okay. I was talking about.
What did you
I'm talking
make?
about
You
high
major in
school.
accounting?
Minor in accounting, major in health administration and
Oh,
planning.
he was a double. He
Yeah.
did a double.
No, he didn't double. He had a major and a minor.
I had a major and a minor. But they went together because accounting, I could do healthcare accounting.
Majors and
Very
minors?
good. Very good.
Yeah, majors and minor.
That's because you went to that school.
We just excelled at one thing. And
At
you
what?
were-
Football.
we-
Communication.
Right, like
Well,
sports.
football too.
Didn't you just see Cincinnati was ranked like the number one school in Ohio over Ohio State? It just came out too.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I want to have a drum roll of this. You just announced for the world that the University of Cincinnati
Cincinnati,
is ranked the best college in Ohio.
It is
Wow. That is just.
Is that in sports or all
That's
around?
phenomenal.
All around.
That's phenomenal.
all around.
So you're 1/50th of the.
He's
I mean,
he's a real proud alumni.
I am. It's a state school.
It's a real showdown between you and Ohio State and the U.S. News and World Report every year. Huh?
Well, in Virginia.
Inside state lines.
In
is
Virginia,
intense.
who do y'all fight against?
Y'all had to
Who-
watch
who-
fight. Virginia Tech.
No, it should be Virginia State. Because y'all the same school.
Yes.
It's founded by the same person.
It should be Virginia Tech. I
Should
mean
be
Virginia State.
Yeah,
Yes.
Same colors.
But you know what?
everything.
One thing about Virginia is that all the schools in Virginia are awesome. It does not matter, and that's real talk. It doesn't matter what college, their school, everything. All schools in Virginia are dope,
There are some good schools.
and that's a fact to it. Anyway,
That's what I could.
I tell you what.
But I'll tell you one thing. The one thing I was going to say, even though people, everybody wants something they don't have when you're making these changes. Like, well, yeah, I want to be taller. But tall people probably are like, I hate being 6'5", I can't buy clothes.
that's such a great.
So
point,
it's things
Slugger.
like that, if, people who have hair are like, I want to cut mine off. They're all, people who have hair don't really do that much with it. So,
You know what, Ulysses? That's such a great point you bring up. And the most important thing is to be comfortable in your own skin. You know what I mean? And to and to realize, really, real talk, that we're making jokes about this stuff, but how God made us, how you feel good about yourself is good enough.
Yeah,
and that really is.
Amen.
You know, loving yourself is what counts most.
And anything you do to change yourself, it should be for you.
Yes.
It should be to make you
Yes.
feel better.
Yes.
It shouldn't be for someone else.
Yes.
And
And that can be really hard because with social media, there's a lot of things
Yeah.
where people can feel like, well, I should have this, I should have that. Importantly, we're talking about what you would want
Right.
for yourself,
Yourself.
not what other people think they want for you, for your own mental health.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
Right on, brother.
You know, it's like mental health. Mental wellness has to go through everything, man. We all got to get stronger. 811 crew, we're going to be back after this break to close out this segment.
Peace.
811 crew, we are back finishing up this conversation about being all you can be. I'm going to tell you what, I have decided just now, I mean, you said this, Sydney, before, but I would be down to see about doing some sort of, you know, plastic, some sort of Botox or something like that on air. We might
I
have
would
to
want
see
to
what's
get. I
up
would
with
want to
that.
get rid of the dark circles under my eyes.
Oh, okay.
I'm with that too. I think there's a treatment for that now.
I want to get rid of.
Maybe we could get a plastic surgeon in here and like hook us up.
Let's talk about that. Maybe we could have someone off the bench who won't make us
there
look, make
somebody
it
out
make
there?
it a little more better or
Somebody out
something.
there?
But importantly, we said that, and I think you brought this up, Ulysses. It's such a great point about how you need to do things for yourself.
Yeah, for yourself.
You know, this segment is about what would you want to improve for yourself, not that
For somebody else,
not for
right.
somebody else.
Because ultimately, if you're not happy with yourself, nobody's going to be happy with you.
That's right.
No,
That's
no.
right. And you know what? And this is going to really lead us into some further conversations that we're going to have in another segment, which talks about, looking for someone else, maybe remarriage after 50. I know that I am interested in getting remarried. I certainly don't want to live life by myself. Some people are, some people aren't.
Our poll question we have, and Carmen will be back on the streets again. Our poll question is: do folks over 50 want to get married or get remarried? I definitely want to be remarried. I don't want to be the old guy. I need someone to help me with my depends. So, I mean,
And you, them.
and I want to help them too. I mean, you don't want to die alone.
Help them too.
I mean,
I hope so.
I mean,
right?
you don't want to die alone at the house and no one knows.
Right, and with men, you will die sooner statistically if you don't have a wife, man. I mean,
But I think I was married long enough. I think I've captured all that. I go to the doctor. I eat well. Those are things. That's why, like, when you talk to your married friends and you find out, like, you haven't been to the doctor. Like,
oh wow, I didn't
yeah.
know.
Like,
You talk to your married friends and they say they haven't been to the doctor.
Right, I'm like,
are you
what?
sitting down with the husband and the wife
No,
and they had this
right.
conversation?
Like, you be
That's how you
talking to-
know that there's trouble in the
I'm
marriage.
like, right. I'm
Right.
like, what? Literally. I'm
Right.
like-
Wow, that is a good point.
It is.
You-
No,
you,
really.
mean
If
you
she's
haven't
not-
had a prostate exam?
Right,
Your wife
right.
ain't telling you to go there?
Exactly.
No,
They
I
make
had
that
a-
appointment?
No, I had a buddy who developed this limp, and his wife, well, his ex-wife now, she had
A limp what?
No,
a
she
limp, a walking limp?
A walking limp.
Limpness can kill a
That can
kill a
kill a
marriage.
Lip biscuit.
So I remember saying to him, like, she hasn't said anything. I'm like, she was a physician, everything. He was like, no. I was like, dude, there's something wrong. And
Like, you got
not
that
look-
hitch.
She
Nobody
hasn't
told you about
looked at
that?
you.
I was like, dude, you can't hang out with us. You gotta fix. Like, we were younger. I was like, you gotta fix this. So he even credits me. He's like, if you hadn't kept getting on me about this, I was like, she didn't say anything. I'm like,
Wait, so you're the reason for their divorce?
no,
or
no,
for
no,
him
no.
getting fixed?
For him getting fixed. No, he was his own reason for that. Like, he did that, but
Ulysses, I didn't know you were having medical consults with
Oh,
your
yeah, yeah,
family
yeah.
and friends.
I'm
You-
actually- I'm
people book you for that?
people actually come to me with things. I'm like, okay, I'm a walking book of knowledge.
Wow, that is great.
But you're not knowledgeable enough to know that you're not a millennial.
I think I am at times. Like, I feel like it.
I feel like I'm 29 all the time.
And
I
my
feel like
daughter Catherine says I'm 34, and I believe her.
Yeah, like my cousins, they think I'm cool. Like, for a 52-year-old dude, I think I kind of can blend in a little bit.
That still does not make you born before.
And you don't have a double chin that we can see.
No, I have a double chin.
I mean,
Maybe
we don't know what's under that.
Maybe if you get Botox, let's shave off your beard so we can see what's under there.
yeah, I can shave it off. But no, I like my beard. No.
You see, indecision on the 811 crew?
No, I'm not shaving my beard.
You're not shaving your beard, but beard.
I'll shave it down. It used to never be this heavy. I used to shave it down like a shadow.
I'm not gonna lie though. In terms of being all you can be, I feel like this beard is more than I want to be sometimes. Like I feel like I'm ready. I wonder how long this beard thing is gonna last.
Oh, I like the beard thing.
You like the beard and the baldness.
The beard and the ball is. That's it.
But I've always kind of rocked a beard because from shaving, I would get shaving bumps.
Yeah.
So even in college, I had like a 5 o'clock shadow. I would shave it. I would use that magic shave and burn my face.
Oh, the magic shave. No, I use barber's clippers to shave.
no.
Magic
I've
shave
never.
is the worst.
Oh,
it's almost
yeah.
a smell like chitlins.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
It
But
hangs there.
but that's the only thing I could use, else I would get really bad shaving
Right,
bumps.
and see that's another thing I used to not like about them curly hair brothers because they didn't have razor bumps. They
No,
could
I
use a
had-
regular razor
Oh,
and
no,
shave.
I couldn't at all.
If you could use a
But
regular razor and shave, then
my dad can use a rock to shave with, and he didn't have curly hair. Just
A
bit,
rock to
literally.
shave with.
But it's things, it's all relative to what you want to change.
That's right.
And I think certain things you should start when you're in your 20s. If you want to, you should start eating healthy in your 20s. You shouldn't
Yep.
wait till you're 50,
Right.
Because by that point you've done the damage and trying to, you can fix it, but certain things you need to start younger. But I do think any change is positive.
anything is
So
positive,
positive.
and also as we wrap, if you have a little pompadour of hair on your head and you looking this way and this way trying to determine should you keep it,
Cut it.
811 crew says
Cut it.
cut it.
Let's go, pick your feet up though. Let's go, pick your feet up though.